Here's McDaniel talking about whether and to what extent he is worried about Tua having had multiple head injuries this season. Here he is.
I just want guys to really be done right by the information we have, the science, all the medical, really all the medical expertise that we rely on. I care very deeply about each and every player. I take that serious. So, I just want him to get healthy and have peace of mind in that regard. And that's first and foremost. And then, whatever those circumstances are after, you deal with after. But it's about the human being and making sure he's squared away.
See, I think it's entirely possible that they did tread lightly around McDaniel, because McDaniel's attitude, I would expect, is something like this. I'm not the doctor. I defer to the doctors.
That's right.
I defer to the experts. I'm just the coach of the team, but I expect you all to do your job the same way everybody else expects me to do my job. And if you mean to tell me that this guy's head struck the turf and nobody noticed it and nobody said anything about it and we just went about our business and we learned about it from social media,
yeah,
please, I don't want to hear that crap. And so maybe that's why he doesn't know, because they know that he will be very upset if they do tell him that's how they found out about it, and that's what sparked someone to go talk to Tua. And lo and behold, he has the symptoms of a guy who has suffered a concussion now that we bother to take the time to actually evaluate him. So
I wouldn't be shocked.
It's a bad situation all around.
Yeah.
Bad situation all around.
Right. No, I wouldn't be shocked, Mike. I mean, we've seen McDaniel on the sideline in a bunch of social media videos, right, where he's, hey, get that effing fixed right now, right? I mean, he's not afraid to go, what the F are we doing? Or it's my fault, my bad on that play call. I mean, he is a guy that owns it. And to the point here, again, of where it can be troubling to a head coach is, yeah, I'd like doctors and spotters and all that to do your job. So therefore, as a team, we can do our job and assess the situation a little bit. And maybe then I mean, again, they might have lost a competitive advantage here because Tua was not himself in the second half. I mean, again, you can certainly, connect the dots there a little bit to go, wait, I mean, a guy who's been pretty good with the football and had a real good year had made 3 decisions in a row where you just go like, this is insane. I mean, this throw, the decision, everything about it's insane. It's late. This one's kind of insane too. I know he misread the coverage. The guy's not even looking. He just throws it. He doesn't see the middle linebacker. And then the last one's the worst of all. I mean, it's basic rules. This is probably one of the first plays he learned. You throw to that guy underneath until they take it away. The corner stayed back. You never throw this, let alone the ball was still 6 or 7 yards short. So those are some things that line up to go, yeah, maybe he wasn't quite all there and all that and his defense. And if I'm the head coach, I'm pissed about that because I'm going, that was a big freaking game. And I maybe would have liked to have gone into halftime knowing that and getting Teddy Bridgewater ready and getting him going there. And I think that's where you can be also mad, as far as the competitive part of this whole process.
And that's what makes this different from the normal situation, because usually what happens is we gloss over the potential head injury and the guy keeps going productively and effectively.
Yeah,
remember Super
right.
Bowl 49, there was the question, Julian Edelman, should he be in? Should he be checked?
Right.
And the guy keeps playing, and he keeps playing well.
Yeah.
We haven't had a situation in this, because it's still a relatively small sample size. The number of times this happens, the number of years the NFL has been ultra-sensitive to it, there aren't a ton of these data points.
Yeah, we're in the beginning.
This is the first time where guy wasn't checked, guy was left in game, and quite possibly it bit the team that left him in the game.
Right.
That he did suffer a dramatic drop because no one said we should check him out and we should shut him down. And they could have won that game with Teddy Bridgewater. You take those 3 interceptions away, and maybe they do win the game. You put Teddy out there for the whole second half, maybe they do win the game. And that shouldn't matter at all to the analysis. But the point is the organizational failure to notice the hit and do anything about it actually bit the organization in the ass.
Yeah, that's the
by
point.
Putting a potentially impaired player out there for the second half of the game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And then, that's where I think a coach would be certainly mad. I mean, there's a spotlight on this process already, and especially with this football team and the way they kind of bungled the first back ankle issue. Okay, yeah, right, let's throw the progressive red flag and challenge that and go back to the videotape. But, yeah, there's that. And then, of course, they have a viable backup and a guy that, in a game where really – it felt you were there, you were watching, Mike. It felt like Miami was this close to blowing them out like a few times in the game, and that it was going to take like monumental Miami mistakes for them to lose the game. And there you got the guy who banged his head, who's made the monumental mistakes, and he hadn't made those mistakes. So I do think it's fair to wonder, if there was issues there. I do. And from that standpoint, if I'm Mike McDaniel, I'm pissed about that too, because we paid Teddy Bridgewater a lot of money to be a backup and come in those situations and help us out.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.